Welcome to HumanityWins.net. Please read the important disclaimer on your screen. All of the content provided is for entertainment purposes only. It should not be taken as medical or legal advice. Please contact your doctor or lawyer if you require such advice. Thank you. The show starts right now. Hello and welcome to this new episode of HumanityWins.net. And I'm very happy and honored to have another guest of the Africa You're on the Show program. This time is Yaya from Gambia. Hello, Yaya. Thank you for being on the show. I'm very happy we made it. We had some issues yesterday, but finally we're able to connect today. Hello, Yaya.
Hello, Big Man. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Yaya. So before we start, I wanted to do something on further episodes of this program. So I put some dimensions on where you guys are. I haven't done that on the previous two episodes. I'm going to share my screen here, and I have a map of Africa. And first, I want to show the country of Gambia. Gambia is out there on the west coast of Africa to the Atlantic Ocean. The capital is Banjul.
Yeah.
And a quite small country, Gambia, from what I see from the map here, surrounded by Senegal. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Surrounded. Is it like a country that's separated from Senegal, Yaya, or?
No, it doesn't separate. It's a country themselves, you know.
Oh, yes, of course. But
During
did it used to be part of Senegal 100 years ago or something like that, or it was always independent?
No, it's always independent since the colonization time.
Okay, perfect. So that's Gambia.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show very quickly Nigeria. When we had Mayowa a couple of weeks ago, and the capital used to be Lagos. Right now is Abuja.
Abuja.
Yes, that's right. Used to be Lagos. No, it used to be Lagos maybe 20, 30 years ago. That's what I remember. But right now it's changed to Abuja. So that's where Mayowa was. And finally, the first guest from the Africa program was from Nairobi, from Kenya. Nairobi out there. And that's another different part of Africa. That's on the east coast of Africa, out there on the Indian Ocean, okay? So basically, I wanted to very quickly kind of dimension where you guys are. And we have been so lucky that 3 people have been on from 3 different countries, different places in Africa. So, you were telling me you are a farmer, I remember correctly, and something else, I'm forgetting now, during different periods of the year or something like that?
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about what you farm or?
Pardon?
Yes, can you tell us a little bit about what you farm, what you do that when you're farming?
Okay, what I farm, and how we are here. That.
Yes.
Is it right? Hello?
Yes, I'm hearing you okay.
Okay.
No worries.
Gambia we are in Africa here. It's nice. And we have a more space here. We have African cultural things.
Okay.
Many things are here. We have a farming, and we have a water, river, and we have a places where people used to go and read in a story.
Okay.
A long time stories place, and charcoal stones are here. Many interesting things are here.
Okay. So like Gambia being a small country, how are things right now as far as do you have a stable government? Is the economy growing? How are things right now?
Yeah, though we are fine about the ruling, because we have a democracy as of now. Before we have a dictator, but now it's a democracy.
Okay.
You are free to do anything without breaking a law.
Okay. So you used to have a dictator, and now you have a democratic government. That's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
Yes. So elected in a way, and a dictator was kind of imposed. I had a friend in the UK. He was originally from Senegal, so who was very close to you.
Okay.
Nobi is his name.
Very well.
And he used to tell me that in Africa, what happens is that there are a lot of changes in government. Usually, a long time ago, it was more through civil war. So there were these freedom fighters, they would call them, for the people and that. But they would say when they get to the government, they're usually worse than the ones they took out.
Yeah.
So it was like a vicious cycle of violence, a vicious cycle. And I think it's proof that violence is never the solution. That violence is never the answer.
will never be a solution to any good.
Yes, yes. Some people say, hey, we need to.
Violence.
Yes, you were cutting off a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, violence is never be a source of good. Violence, it always make destroyment only. It cannot make something good to people or to anything.
Yes, you cannot build by destroying. Go ahead.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. Sorry, I wanted to say that you cannot build by destroying. Okay, you cannot build by.
You cannot build by destroying.
Yes.
Obviously, but it's like what the guy said to you. Sometimes you may choose some people. You think they are right person. After when they come to the throne, they might be boycott you. That one too is habit of some people. It's not easy. Some people boycott us for really.
Yes, and I think it's very unfortunate, that African, all around the world, governments, usually liberating governments, they take advantage of the suffering of the people. Okay, they take advantage, and they in a way, all to false promises. They're only serving themselves. That's what I think. That's why I don't agree with left, right, center, up, down, whatever you want. Up, down. I was joking, of course, but any political system you can tell me at the end is going to serve itself. Okay, it's by definition almost. It kind of wants to keep the population in check, happy, air quotes, because they're the ones in a way that no government is going to last if the population is not happy. Okay? Eventually, in 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, it's going to disappear. That happened to the Soviet Union, and that happened to Germany in World War II, and that happened to many governments that, through history, the only way that seems to be sustainable is trying to keep...
network.
Yes. No, it seems okay, the connection. Yeah, I know we have... I want to clarify for everyone where we had some issues yesterday. We couldn't get the chat going. Now we finally have it, and it seems that if you don't move, it gets better because the connection is not needing to send more images as a video. Okay, so and can you tell us a little bit about yourself? What are your plans? Do you plan to leave Gambia or stay there? What are you thinking of doing with your life?
Oh, I plans in my life, no matter how it is, I cannot leave Gambia totally. I can go traveling and work and come back. But when my dreams come true, I want to be farmer in Gambia here.
Okay, that's your
dream. I want
to
farm here.
Okay, but you want your farm, maybe that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if my dream goes through, I want to be farm because it's the first thing I teach in my life. But as a Gambian farming, if you don't have money, you cannot farm normally what you want. You will farm only the rain season time.
Yes, that's
only the rain season. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Because in rain season time, you do,
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Hello.
Yes. No. You were saying
in rain season time.
Okay. Yes.
Hello?
No. Yes. You are there. So you want to be a farmer, of course, owning your own farm. That I get that's the intention of your dream, and that's great. You don't want to leave your country, and that I think the countries in Africa are getting much better because Africans are really appreciative of their land. That's why I tell people sometimes they complain about immigration, for example, to Europe or something else. And I say immigration is an act of desperation, okay? Because people love their land. We all love our land, okay? If we are forced to move somewhere else, it's because we're really desperate of our situation. And it could be violence and it could be economic, okay? Both.
Really?
It could be a country ravaged by violence, they're killing people and that, or it could be a country that there are no opportunities. So I'm glad to hear you want to stay in Gambia. I'm glad to hear you have a dream. I hope you get it, honestly. And but I remember you told me you were a farmer and you were something else. I'm trying to remember if you were an artist or something, or maybe I'm confusing emails. I'm sorry about that.
Pardon? You said?
Yes, that you told me you were a farmer during the summers or something like that, and then you were something else in the winters or something like that.
Yeah. I farm. But as I tell you, I farm only the rain season time because as I tell you, lack of, you know, I tell you, lack of money. If you don't have money, you know, to facilitate many things you need for that family, you cannot. Land
Yes.
himself, you will buy. Or else somebody borrow you in the rent season time, you work. If you're ready, you give him her land. You might be get a share from your work, you know.
Okay. Okay. Sure. No, yes, money is a necessity on this reality, an unfortunate necessity. I personally think that when people talk about abundance, I direct them to air. We don't worry about air. No one is charging for air. So I see things eventually, they should be like air, okay? You want to farm, you help humanity, you help others. That's your way of expressing yourself. And but eventually our basic necessities should be taken care of, okay? But this is not a reality we have right now, so we could talk about it all we want. We should adapt that this is a reality, we need money. So, but I'm glad you are able some months to farm, and I hope it gets better and you're able to eventually be a full-time farmer, okay? Tell us something special about Gambia. Is there any special food, or is there any special things people do as entertainment? Are people mostly family people, or they're more, you know, for example, in the capital, or they're more like all other types of entertainment? Tell us a little bit about that.
About foods, about people.
Yes, typical foods from Gambia. What you guys typically eat? If it's fruits, vegetables, are you meat eaters? There are special plates that you have as Gambians. Just to learn a little bit more about your country, you know.
Yeah, Gambia is full of food, man. Yeah, we have a lot of food here.
Okay.
Different food, yeah, because certain things, orange and mangoes, like
mangoes,
pears, mangoes are free, are spoiling here. Even we don't, you know, it's like as I tell you, but we should get, you know, like a factory which will make a juice and the, you know, these drinks, because mango and orange and cashew, what is spoiling here, we cannot tell you how much it is.
Okay.
First thing, that one is spoiling here.
Mangoes are very common in Mexico, where I'm from, okay? Mangoes are very common here. And I know mangoes get, some doctors are against mangoes because they have a lot of sugar or fructose, okay? But some people say mangoes, there's school of thoughts, ideas that say mangoes are actually quite good for you, okay? Quite good for you if you are able to handle the high sugar, high fructose content, okay? But if I understood you, Yaya, you were saying that a lot of these produce, these mangoes go bad, they're wasted. Because, is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, because what we know for it is only what you can collect. The first one you eat, finish all with your family. Apart from that, we don't have another process to produce it. Just it's like that. Or else we collect and sell Senegal, but Senegal too having not much mango. Normally their mango have 50% from Gambia, you know, the small land you are seeing that.
Okay. So unfortunately, because you don't have the means to collect,
and we have many things too. We have a river whereby you farm the water, not a salt water. It's a fresh one. You can even drink it immediately.
Yes, let me show that again, because that's interesting, because it seems to come from the sea. However, let me show it again in the screen. I'm not sure if I still, yes, I still have it.
Yeah.
Let me go back. I'm in Kenya. Let me go back to here to Gambia.
Go back, you will see our river.
It seems in Banjul. Gambia. Yes, Gambia. It seems in Banjul.
From Banjul going up to
yes. Yeah. It goes all the way. Yes. And it's the Gambia River, right? Is the name Gambia?
From Futa Jallo.
Yes. So it goes.
Yeah, it's a Gambia, River Gambia.
Yes, River Gambia. Yes. And
it joined from the Futa Jallo is in Conakry.
Okay, but it changes from saltwater to freshwater, because saltwater is not very usable for crops and that. So, okay, it's like an opening in the sea. It happens. There are openings in the sea that eventually they lose the salt from the sea and they change to freshwater. Yes, it happens. It's actually there are some videos, some photographs.
And we have places whereby, you know, in slavery times, our places are normal here. Many people from Europe, you know, America, they come to see those, and you know, many things are here, like you know, even the animals, such animals, you are seeing them so far, but if you come here, you go and watch them, we pay a little amount of our dollars,
Okay. Okay. Yes. Yes, I forgot to ask you about
Yeah.
that. Let me stop sharing here for a second. I forgot to ask you about that.
You have crocodiles.
Yes, of if there is like tourist attractions or anything. You get a lot of tourism. I will assume for you from Europe, you're
real
not that far
tourist
away.
attraction is in here.
Okay.
Real tourist attraction is in here. If you visit once, you never stop it because there are many birds even here. So many bird watchers are coming in here, and you have a crocodiles, and wolves and lions. You are going to just go and stand at the opposite of them. You watch them. They are in the green,
Yeah,
Those
something.
things are here, many.
So they call it. There's a name for it, for that attraction, and they call it African Safari. I've seen it, and it's basically where you go through the wilderness, and you see naturally lions, tigers, all of these giraffes,
Big man,
elephants.
it's just like I have a affection right now. If you wouldn't stand one place and talk to you, I have to patrol in the whole over this one and show you the nature what we have here. Even not need to tell you much. Anything you have to show it in your eyes so that I can explain you. But I guess I have a very poor phone, and I don't get that credit. I'm just one of my boy connect me for the wireless so that I can able to talk to you.
No, and I thank you, and I know it was a struggle, and I thank you, and this is amazing. I mean, that we're able to connect now for the third time to someone in Africa, and who knows how many more are coming. But it's amazing, and I understand. And please, for the viewers, it's of course not a chat with someone out there in Wi-Fi and in in the UK or something. Okay, I want to clarify, or in the US. We're out there in Africa. The 3 times it has been with using the data in a way through the air. So I understand it has not been perfect. And I don't worry about it. We're having a great chat, and we're actually very close to the end. So if you want to share something in closing about Africa, about Gambia, about how Africa, I believe, is thriving in a way. I know it doesn't make a lot of sense, maybe, but I believe Africa is thriving. It's coming from a place of there was a lot of suffering, unfortunately. And I remember seeing in a movie this idea that African soil is red, usually all throughout Africa,
really,
because of the blood. Sorry?
Yeah.
Because
I say what I'm saying is really so. When you say some people are not suffering, it's not. You said something, just you want to back. Sufferers is here because, as you said back, the leaders, it is difficult. It is difficult because they might sometimes look their own interests and forget the order that is in everywhere. But they are different too. And here, it's not easy. From hand to mouth are plenty. Yeah. That one too is more rampant in here. Yeah, that is true.
Yes.
Because it's not easy. This farming are just luck to us. But now people are seeing you should farm and get betterment. Yeah.
And it's great, that you have a passion for farming, which is something wonderful because you are using the air to feed people. Okay, of course, yes, you make money on that. That's a given. Okay, no one is saying we should do things for free.
Yeah.
But it's such.
I say right now, where I stand here. Yeah, right now where I stand here, I even do little, the rain stop. We are waiting, but even though that one even is better, I'm doing cassavas here, and and the maize and the others, even like an onion.
Yes.
Do all
cassavas, I
and
know. Potato, yes,
and bananas.
There's a very funny fact on potatoes. There are only 2 things that will keep you going forever, and those were the things that gave to people during World War II, for example, where potatoes will keep you going forever. They have all the vitamins, all the minerals, all the amino acids, all the proteins required for human life. So you eat potatoes, you're never gonna die. If you eat meat, you're gonna die in years. Okay, 1 year, 2 years, eventually. If you eat only meat, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
If you eat only tomatoes,
really,
yes, and potato has everything. So it's a very good food. Also demonized by doctors because of the high carbohydrate content, high calorie content. The other thing is funny, and it's probably related to potatoes. The other thing that will keep you going forever, beer. Okay,
what?
Beer.
Beer,
Beer, the drink, beer.
The normal.
So
The normal beer,
Normal beer. I think it's lager beer specifically, or dark beer also.
Oh, it's nice, but it's nice, but our here is little costly,
I'm just saying the two things. So in the World War II, adult human males, adults will take beer, and children and women potato soup. And suffering, but they were able to go on for years. Okay. And forget about beer. That I find it funny that you could go on for beer, but potato is such a good vegetable, and I will wish more people eat potatoes, okay? Because they're demonized with potato fries and French fries and all that. Yes, there's a lot of oil, a lot of chemicals in there, but just potatoes.
Thank you for giving that knowledge.
Yes, no worries, no worries. Yeah.
Normally, what I said in Africa here, we eat potato, the leaves, and we eat the sun, even,
Yeah, everything.
Normally, yesterday even I eat the leaf of potato.
Well, you're talking the leaf, or you're talking the outer part, or there's a leaf apart from the potato? Maybe I don't know. You're talking the crust.
Yeah. Okay. The potato, you have the sun of potato.
Okay.
Yeah, and you have a leaf. So the leaf we able to cut and make it soup.
Okay, that's interesting. Thank you for that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have come to an end here. Thank you very much for making it.
Thank you.
The only thing I ask of you, please share this idea with friends, maybe from Senegal, maybe from other countries in Africa. Send them a message, an email, send them the link to the show when it comes out. This show, we're recording right now on Friday. This show is going to come out on Monday. So I'll email you with the link when it's live, okay? So you can watch it also. But please share it. So we have a 4th, a 5th, a 6th. I want to do as much as possible. I think I can do 2 to 3 shows per month on Africa. And for me, this is incredible. It's something that came to me just, I always talk about Africa. I always talk we should be more inclusive with Africa. So how about I start with me, okay, by doing a show with Africans, okay? So thank you very much for being here, Yaya. And do you want to say something in closing, or?
Yeah, I want to say something closing, but the first thing will be you, thanking you.
Oh, thank you, Yaya.
Tell you thanks, man.
Thank you, Yaya. I really appreciate it.
You are a good guy. You are a good guy. Because yesterday, things I missed, I even worry for it. I say, no, man, I shouldn't miss this.
No worries. Technical problems happen all the time. I have a stable connection here. I'm in an office, so it's very easy for me. Okay, so don't worry about it. Nothing happened. It's no problem. The only thing is, I have a set number of hours I could do this, and we went beyond. So I said, let's do it tomorrow because it's not gonna work. Also, I was thinking that with the time difference, we're gonna get to a point it was dark outside. And yes, we could do it indoors, but the intention is showing a little bit of your country, okay? So this is also the intention to for people that in a way transport to Gambia, in a way understand where Gambia is, in a way see a little bit, like a little bit of each country in Africa.
Really.
And this is the intention. It's I have no one behind me. No one is producing this. So this is a very organic grassroots effort. So you are the stars of the show, the ones coming on. So I thank you very much for doing this. Thank you, Yaya.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So for what you said, close in Africa, it's nice. There are a lot of things here, business and others.
Yes,
so we are here with good people like you.
I agree, and I hope to make. I've been to Africa. I've been to several countries in Africa, but I hope to make maybe a trip, and who knows, maybe meet you and meet Lomoro and meet Mayowa, if I have your email. So yes, that would be a plan to do like a 1 month trip and visit you guys a couple of days each or something like that. That would be awesome. Okay. I've been to Africa and I love Africa. It's a great continent, great countries, great people. I think there are a lot of misconceptions on Africa, and we shouldn't allow divisions. We shouldn't allow whatever ideas we have in our heads to divide us. We're all humans and we're all brothers. Okay. So that's the message. Okay. Thank you, Yaya. Okay. Thank you for everyone watching. Please stay for the last 1.5 minutes of the show. Thank you. Thank you for making it to this part of the video. This is my favorite part. This is where I suggest to you that you discover yourself. You are not what you have been groomed to believe. You are this incredible being without limits that has eternal life, amazing strength, infinite wisdom, and a big, beautiful heart. All your limits are always self-imposed. Your best version in this reality is inside you. Your only mission on this life is to become a beacon of love and guidance. This version is ready to be discovered today. How do you discover yourself? The discovery process is a personal one. No one can do it for you. Dedicate 5 minutes a day to talk to yourself and the universe. Request to be connected and ask, who am I? Where do I come from? You will start getting signs, breadcrumbs, and signals. You will notice how your notions about those realities start disappearing. No more hierarchies, no more competition, no more complaining, no more depending on others. Discovering yourself equals to breaking your matrix. Your self-imposed limits will fall, and you will be ready to serve humanity and help break this spell and deception on us. But you must be patient to allow others to wake up at their time through their own free will. That will be really soon, you will see, and that will start a new world. As you work towards your best version, you will notice how all emotions don't serve you anymore. Hate, fear, rage, pride, loss, envy, violence, justice, true violence, judgment of others, and other emotions will disappear from your mind and heart. You will understand those emotions serve only the evildoers and are not you. Please try to be understanding of others that don't think or feel like you. Everyone has a process. No one is right or wrong. We're all just different. Don't be concerned about being right, ever. Don't allow pride preventing you from patching things up with family and friends. It is very important you enjoy this life with your loved ones. Put in the work to patch things up and leave it to others to decide. Please relax and enjoy life. When everyone breaks their own matrix, humanity through our community consciousness will break the final spell. The new world will start and everything will gradually fall. Governments, hierarchies, and the medical and financial system will go from scarcity to abundance for all. Thank you very much for watching. Please share this episode. If you have any comments or suggestions, please use the comment section below. For private questions, conversations, and if you would like to appear on the show, please email me at hey@humanitywins.net. Thank you again. Please don't forget to visit our website www.humanitywins.net. By giving me your time, you honor me. Have a very, very, very nice day.